Hello to everyone! The Tanki Online video blog is once again hitting the airwaves with a full package of exciting news. In today's episode,
Lighting and shadows of the future Tanki, 4 days of happiness, and an intrigue.
Let's get going. If you have visited our homepage, you might have noticed a tiny difference in it. All 50 servers of the game are now split between the 3 communities. Depending on which version of the site you access, you'll be offered to choose from a number of servers. Russian players will be pointed towards servers 1 to 27. English tankers will be referred to servers 28 to 47, while remaining servers 48, 49 and 50 will be for members of the German community. You can also manually select any server you like, so if you and your mates are used to meeting on server 10, you can keep doing that. It's been a while since we last gave you an update on the future Tanki. Today's news bite is about lighting and shadow technologies and how we use them.
Lighting is one of the key elements in the game's graphics. It affects how good and convincing everything looks. The need for illumination arose with the spread of 3D games, while the respective technologies have been evolving incredibly fast over the last 2 decades. In the new version of Tanki, we exclusively use the most modern and effective lighting technologies. Moreover, the game's lighting will adapt to the performance of your device. For example, we'll be using light mapping for mobile devices and PCs with older hardware. This is still a very widespread technology, and it is actively used in many modern games. Basically, the shadows for all static objects are rendered in advance, then added to textures as additional layers or light maps. Since shadows are loaded with textures, the hardware doesn't have to calculate in real time. Image quality suffers slightly, but requires a lot less resources. Here you can see that no shadow is cast on the tank while driving under the bridge. It just gets darker to make it look more natural. A more advanced technology is dynamic shadows. It is a lot closer to reality, as objects cast shadows from one or several light sources. All of it is calculated in real time. If an object or light source is moving, the shadow also changes. When the tank is driving under the bridge, the shadow on it is real, so you can clearly see the border between light and shadow. But lighting alone is not enough. To make the game look as good as possible, it's important to imitate various surfaces. Currently, we are researching ways of using physically based shading in the new version of Tanki. It allows us to set different parameters for surface interaction with shadows. Tweaking it makes stones, metal and trees look more realistic and convincing. Our goal is to produce the best possible image on any device. To achieve that, we are using numerous technologies and various combinations of them.
A couple of weeks ago we told you that Tanki Online, for the first time ever, will be visiting Gamescom, a huge games expo held in Cologne, Germany. Maria Trusevich, our German community manager, will be there right in the midst of it. She's also taking care of the preparations for the event, and she's now here to tell us all about it.
Hello Tankers! Next week, myself and several other members of Tanki Online team will be going to Gamescom and bringing with us lots of exciting stuff. There, we'll be showcasing the current version of Tanki as well as the latest demo of the future TO. Of course, we are also preparing something cool for tankers who won't be able to join us there. During Gamescom, the game will be featuring double gold boxes, a special map called Cologne, and 4 days of 25% discount on micro upgrades. And this time it's not just about the price of micro upgrades and their speed ups. All upgrades will be installed 25% faster too. And by the way, if you intend to visit Gamescom, find our booth, tell us this password and get a branded Tanki Online ID tag. We'll be waiting.
By the way, we really hope that you're watching us on the 8th of August, because if you are, you can take part in something huge. At 5 PM UTC, make sure you watch the Star Series Grand Final on our esports channel. The bigger the number of people watching, the more we'll increase the battle funds in the game on Saturday the 9th of August. More information can be found on our homepage. The link to it is in this video's description. Video of the week. This time, the 40,000 crystals prize goes to the player who sent us this video. Question of the week time. Last week's question was a tricky one. What will happen to the jumping wasp? The correct answer is it will fly over and land on its turret. This is the full answer we were expecting. Here are the winners who got the closest to it, and here is the next question. And that's it for now. Join in the fun on our social media, subscribe to this YouTube channel and like the video blog. See you next Friday!